Welcome to the Kalispell Warhawks Dynasty, where we are under the lights for game day in Kalispell in Week 9. We have the 7th game of the season as the second half of the year gets underway. Kalispell is 5-1 coming off a victory against Air Force, and they meet up with the 1-5 Boise State Broncos today. It has been a very down year for the Broncos, who still have a lot of talent on the team but have not put together a good season so far. One more victory and Kalispell is again bowl eligible as we get underway. And Ja'Cory Day will take this from the 1-yard line. Out across the 20, trying to go back down the middle, and he's taken down after a solid return. As Kalispell's offense takes the field, a split shotgun look to open things, and a give inside. Room here for the halfback Corey Miller, and a gain of 9. We saw Kalispell lean a lot more on their ground game last week as they try some option here, and Walker is wrapped up. Good defense there from the Broncos. So a third down and the first pass on the day. Walker to the outside connects, and that is Sonny Archer breaking away from one defender and crossing midfield. Kalispell was over 200 rushing yards last week, and they want to emphasize the ground game moving forward as the first down pass is off the mark from Marquise Walker. Rashad Williams slot left, it's second down, and they'll try running it here, but the blitz is there to meet Roscoe Sheridan, and he loses 2. Third and long here for the Kalispell Warhawks. They need 12. Walker with the pocket collapsing around him is sacked for a loss of 9. And the Kalispell possession will end there. Boise State is just averaging a bit more than 20 points per game this season. They'll open things up here empty as Humphrey dumps it off to Madison, the tailback, and they get nothing. Kalispell does have some recruits today on visit, all on the defensive side of the football, so we'll see if this defense can make some plays. Humphrey on second down. He'll find an open man downfield. That's Madison again on the wheel route, breaking free against this cover 3 defense. I don't care if it's man or zone. If you give the quarterback time, the wheel route is one of the most dangerous routes in the game. Humphrey on first down. There's the pressure from the Kalispell front. And sacking Humphrey is Eugene Howell. Kalispell forces a second and long. Now they'll back off a bit. Pass caught by Julian Carter, who runs through a linebacker and gets them close to a first down. A chance for a stop here. The box is crowded. 3rd and 1. Wrapped up. Humphrey taken down by the sophomore defensive end, Jared Merritt. Both offenses get something going initially, but are both stalled. Scoreless game first quarter. Here's Walker pulling it back. First down as he slides beyond the 20-yard line. Marquise Walker has 10 touchdowns on the season and just 3 interceptions in 6 games. As the give here goes to Sheridan. This is how they want to operate the offense. Run the football in a variety of ways. First down and the check down to Sheridan. Oh, what a spin! Sheridan with the moves picks up another first. Roscoe Sheridan showing his athleticism with a dynamic spin move and a little juke there to get that first down. Split shotgun, now a screen call, and Amonte Jones will handle this as an awkwardly ran screen gets them 7 yards. Again, this split look. Walker doesn't like the look. He changes the play, and perhaps some miscommunication here as Walker just ends up having to keep it and gets nothing. Jones the motion man here on 3rd down. Marquise Walker to the flats. There's Roscoe Sheridan getting the first down yardage. They did a very good job overwhelming the right side of the defense. Sheridan checks out. Now Corey Miller handles the carry. He'll get 4 on first down. With the added emphasis on the ground game, we should see more Corey Miller moving forward. Now the pressure gets there quickly and a bit too fast as Walker can't get this out to Sheridan. 3rd and 6, the empty look now. Walker going deep, wanting Archer, and overthrows him. Trying to hit a big play up the seam, and Walker airmails a pass that, if on target, would have put Archer in some trouble. So they'll bring out the strong-legged kicker, Calvin Rowe, and he will drill another from 55 plus. Rowe was the player of the game last week for kicks just like this. An update now, next week, Kalispell faces San Diego State, and they have a tie game right now against New Mexico in the 4th quarter. Keep an eye on the bottom ticker as Humphrey looks to scramble, and the Kalispell defense is able to bring him down. First quarter starting to wind down. Cameron Humphrey from a clean pocket finds Crabtree. What a stiff arm on Zach Flowers as he gets close to the mark. Third down, Boise State. They'll toss it out. Madison shoves away one. He'll get the first down as a result. Madison sprints out beyond the 50-yard line for 19 yards that Kalispell really shouldn't have allowed. A single high look as Humphrey fakes, dumps it quick. There's Crabtree with a block from his wideout. Crabtree inside the 30 for 21. That's 40 yards on their last two plays. A screen to the outside. Jefferson hauls it in. He'll battle with James Watson and drag him ahead for a few extra yards. Kalispell looking a bit sloppy in the tackling department. Here's third down. Humphrey and wide open. Jefferson at the 10-yard line. Kalispell allows the Broncos to make it goal to go. Humphrey to pass. With time, overthrows his receiver, and that'll bring up a third down. Kalispell trying to keep the Broncos out of the end zone from the 6. Four-man rush. Humphrey to the end zone. That is a touchdown to Nick Crabtree. The Broncos, after a big first down run from Alexander Madison, drive all the way down to take the lead. We're in the second quarter, 7-3 as Kalispell takes over, and this is Sheridan again, and he won't get past the first contact, 3 yards. Two tight ends in the game, and they'll run that way, but the blitz is ready. Boise State really keying in on this ground game. They want to force Marquise Walker to beat them in the air. Third down and 9, another blitz. Walker steps up, and he's dropped. Good coverage as well from the Broncos as Jabari Watson makes the play. Back we go to the Boise State offense as they will go to their ground game. Madison here through a lane, picks up the first. Gain of 12. This defense certainly looking a bit out of character to start this game as Madison follows his lead block and is taken down. That's a good open field stop by Otis Frazier. Kalispell going with two deep safeties this time. Humphrey on second down as the pressure arrives. That's a sack for defensive tackle Nate Graham. That's another hit on Humphrey, and he will have to exit the game as Jake Constantine enters at quarterback on a 3rd and 17. Just a 3-man rush. Constantine taking a shot and connects. It's Julian Carter for a touchdown. It's a sudden 2-score lead for Boise State as Carter gets behind Chris Smith. He's playing 7 yards off and doesn't respect the speed. And Constantine comes in cold off the bench and still makes the perfect throw on his first snap. We have an update again. San Diego State has beaten New Mexico, who is no longer undefeated. Meanwhile, here in Kalispell, we have some concerns as it's a 14-3 game, and the Warhawks ground game has not been able to start as strong as we hoped. Here's second down and 6. Walker's going to roll out here. Lots of pressure. He'll take a shot deep, and that's intercepted by Francis. Trying to throw a jump ball to Ja'Cory Day, which is certainly not in his wheelhouse. But Walker had to make a choice here. Either take a chance or throw it away. Walker doesn't have the strongest arm, so it becomes a jump ball scenario, and Kalispell loses the battle. Constantine's still in the game as he pulls this back. And a first down run as he will take the contact and get 10. 14-3 and already back in Kalispell territory, but a great stop here by the aggressive James Watson as the Broncos lose 3. Kalispell needs this stop here. Constantine to the outside finds McIntyre, and that will not be a first down. The defense gets the stop. Just a couple minutes to go in this first half as Kalispell changes the play, and Walker's going to change it yet again. And again, more confusion. Walker is taken down for a big loss. There was no one in the middle of that defense. I think Walker wanted to take advantage of that. Instead, second and long. Walker scrambles out. Knocked away. What a great defensive play. Boise State not looking like a one-win team today. It's 3rd and 14 Kalispell. Walker going deep down the middle. It's off the hands. Dropped by Ja'Cory Day. And Kalispell continues a terrible opening half. Neither side has played very well, so a 2-minute drill begins for the Broncos, and the pass is intercepted by Zach Flowers, and the Warhawks really needed that play. A first play interception from Constantine as Flowers plays disciplined in his zone. He does not leave his landmark. So Kalispell back to the field. Here's Walker to the outside, connecting as Jones pays the price, 13 yards. 3 receivers in the game, and Walker to the middle. It's off the hands again, dropped by Ja'Cory Day. Walker is just 5 of 12 in the air, and here's another pass play on 3rd down. Marquise Walker wants to scramble. He'll get it away, and Ja'Cory comes back for it, only gets 6. And now Day is shaken up. Ja'Cory Day on the ground, clearly in a great deal of pain right now. And we'll see if the young playmaker will return. For Kalispell, this drive is over, and they'll bring out Calvin Rowe. And he makes it a 14-6 game. And we already have the quick update for Ja'Cory Day. It is back spasms. He will return in the second half. So an 8-point game still, as Boise State on 1st down will go backwards. Constantine brought down by a trio of Warhawk rushers led by Eugene Howell. One more play perhaps, as the first half hit 0 and the pass is off the mark. So we have reached the end of a forgetful half of football. Boise State 14, Kalispell 6. Offensively, Kalispell just can't get anything going, and on defense, they're not making clean tackles, and the deep ball given up by Chris Smith is the one they'll want back the most. Let's hope this second half goes better for our Warhawks. They did not play a good game in the first half, but are only down 8 points. We'll see if they are ready for a turnaround in the second half. Defense is out first. Here is Jake Constantine still in the game, and he will remain in the game as he stiff arms a defender, and that's a 1st down. Constantine will stay in as Cameron Humphrey broke his wrist in the first half. Another run here. This is Madison getting to the outside, an uncontested gain of 18 yards. Well, the big plays have not gone away as Madison is taken down. That's the kind of play we want to see. That's leading tackler Zach Flowers. 3rd and 9 now. Here's a blitz. Constantine never saw it. He's sacked by Malcolm Tyson, the 4th corner on the depth chart. Great call here from Kalispell. And the pass rush is the one thing they've done well throughout this game. So it's Warhawk ball in the second half, running triple option. Flip to Sheridan, and again taken down on first contact, gain of 5. Now it's a more favorable 3rd down spot for the Warhawk offense as Roscoe Sheridan does get the job done, gain of 3. They'll bring Day in motion now. Corey Miller is the back, rolling out right. Walker, not much open, he'll throw this away. Walker now just 6 of 15 in the air. This offense looks nothing like the team we saw last week. Give here, and Sheridan trips, just gaining 2 yards. Archer and Day paired up left side. Here's a blitz coming Walker's way. He gets this pass down the middle. Archer breaks a tackle. Sonny Archer turns on the Jets. He will go the distance. 70-yard touchdown. Finally a spark for this Warhawk offense. Walker took some punishment as he delivered this perfect throw. And Sonny Archer, who has been quiet this season, has his big moment. Now Kalispell looks to tie the game. With the Broncos cover well, they flush out Walker left side. He'll go outside the numbers, turn it up at the goal line, touchdown, or 2-point conversion rather. And this game is tied, 14-all, and the fans are back in it. We have a bowl game here as the Boise State Broncos will try to respond. Madison on the ground. He is stopped by Zach Flowers. Defense chants fill the stadium on 3rd down as Constantine connects with Crabtree for a conversion. They'll get 20 yards on the play into Kalispell territory. Here's a flag pre-snap movement here. Broncos will back up 5 yards. 2nd and long for Constantine. He'll check it underneath as Patrick makes the grab, and a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jay Page the high safety, and a 4-man rush. Constantine to Patrick again, that's a 1st down, as I think Antone Slater got out of position. Broncos again on the move. Constantine fakes on 1st down, and he's got an open man. Julian Carter inside the 5, makes it goal to go with a 31-yard connection. 1st and goal Broncos. They'll keep it in the air. Touchdown! Constantine to Carter on the slant. Broncos back in front with an impressive touchdown drive. 21-14 as this kickoff is handled by Ja'Cory Day. On the near side, he finds a lane out across the 40, and Ja'Cory Day is tripped up around midfield. Kalispell again looking for the answer. They'll open on the ground. Nothing there for Roscoe Sheridan. That's been the case all game long. Two tight ends in the game, Castillo and Williams. On second down, Walker is sacked. Blanket coverage downfield. And again, the Warhawks face third and forever. They'll open up things here with the empty look. Walker steps up, stays on his feet for the moment until he's sacked again, and Boise State gets the very quick 3-and-out. Just a little over a minute to go in this third quarter as Boise State has it around midfield. Constantine buys some time, airs it out, and connects with Julian Carter again. A rough day downfield for Chris Smith. Carter for 47. First and goal, Constantine. From the pocket, back of the end zone, it is incomplete. The receiver cannot stay in bounds. Third and goal, and a Madison run up the middle, that's a touchdown. A good cut block on McCormick created this lane, and the Broncos have their biggest lead of the day. Does Kalispell have a response ready? The fourth quarter is almost here. The Warhawks open, split shotgun, there's a fake for Walker. He gets outside, fires downfield, but the pass is incomplete. Good coverage there on Archer. That'll go down as another drop for the Kalispell offense. Now a run, Sheridan wrapped up. And he's been very quiet today, just 3 yards a carry and almost nothing after contact. The fourth quarter is now underway. Kalispell 3rd and 6, airing it out, incomplete off the hands of Day. Good coverage underneath. Walker took his one-on-one shot to the speedy Ja'Cory Day, but Boise State has been up to the challenge today. And already up 14 points with possession in the fourth quarter is not good news for Kalispell. Madison finds some open space here on the catch, and he'll get 18 yards. Now it's a motion with Madison, perhaps a screen. Constantine fakes it and throws up the seam to McIntyre. Kalispell not expecting this. The big plays haven't gone anywhere for Boise State. Now it's Madison out to the edge, and he will be stopped by Jay Page, making it third down. Kalispell is trying to hold strong and save some time. Constantine has the pass knocked away. Good job by Davenport, but still Boise State can kick. There is now no room for error, a 31-14 game. It's now or never for Kalispell. Marquise Walker starts in the air. There's a strike down the middle. Finally, Walker and Day can connect again. 1st and 10. Another fake, and Walker gets outside the pocket. He'll look for Day again. That is another first down. They're still trying to keep Walker on the move and find these openings. Now they motion Sheridan. The rush is picked up, and the pass connects. That's Amonte Jones. Great start for Kalispell. They've worked quickly into scoring range. From inside the 20, Walker with a throw down the middle. It's a touchdown, Donnie Castillo. And we are in a 2-score ball game. Kalispell needs both sides to contribute in this fourth quarter. That's the first step. 31-21. Boise State football as Shaddix handles this carry, and he'll get good yardage here on his cutback, 9 yards. Obviously, the clock now becomes a big concern. We have some inverted veer, and Constantine will keep this. And the 8-yard gain picks up a fresh set of downs. Still spreading out this defense as well as Shaddix goes up the middle and picks up 4 more. Third down try now for the Boise State offense. They want a screen. Shaddix will not get to the outside, wrapped up by Davenport. So the defense gets the stop, and there's still time left. Kalispell down 10, they take over. Walker in the air, pressure's there, but he connects short, and Archer gets the offense about 9. They gotta go in hurry-up mode now. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Walker on 1st and 10. Down the middle, Rashad Williams with his first catch on the day. It's good for 24 yards. Again, the offense is wasting little time. They stay empty. Rush is there, but the pass is away. And Castillo falls ahead. That's another first down. Clock now inside 3 minutes. Staying empty, Walker on 2nd down. He passes down the middle and is intercepted by Francis. Walker's second interception of the game, and this might end things. They've tried to attack the middle of the field, but Francis is right in that lane and Walker doesn't put enough air under it. 10-point game, Boise State now trying to run as Shaddix picks up a single yard. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Kalispell has 3 timeouts. Shaddix, right side, nowhere to go. Driven back by Flowers. Looking for the stop on 3rd down. And the give goes to Shaddix. Finds a lane, gets a move past Malcolm Neal and picks up the first. You can't let that happen. Another run here, down to 1 timeout left. Shaddix making moves, falling ahead and getting the first down yardage. Not much more Kalispell can do. They'll run again. Shaddix through the middle. First down yet again. This will end the game. Boise State enters 1-5 and they spoil this night in Kalispell as they get their second victory and send our Warhawks to 5-2. Boise State played a very good game today. Their defense impressed me as they were able to cover well and get a lot of pressure while completely taking our run game out of the equation. On offense, they were able to get a bunch of yards after contact as we did not tackle well, and the big plays in the air, of course, speak for themselves. Chris Smith had one of his worst starts, I'd have to say, even if it was just a couple plays that really stand out. Marquise Walker had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, racked up a lot of yards in that final stretch, those last couple possessions. We finally had the pass game going, but it was too little too late. 5 drops on the offensive side, 2 from Archer, 3 from Ja'Cory Day. I thought that the pass rush played a really exceptional game and Zach Flowers did well, but we didn't do enough things right in this game. So let's move on to recruiting, where at least we have some good news this week as we have more commits for this 4th recruiting class. Xavier Bozeman is a linebacker I'm really excited about. He is a run stopper that can also contribute in pass coverage, pretty good athlete, but his ability to get off blocks is certainly an issue, and hopefully we can keep him clean so he can make plays running downhill. He had 3 offers from us, Iowa, and Stanford, and we won that battle. We also got a commit from outside linebacker Mark Campbell. We had the only offer for him, and we were a good fit for what he was looking for from a program. He is not a very good athlete. Agility is a major concern, but he does have pass rush ability. I think I'll put him at defensive end instead of linebacker, and I'd like for him to gain a few pounds. We did lose one battle this week as cornerback Bobby McMullen chose Temple as his team. At least he did not decide on Boise State. I have been looking for more players to add to the recruiting board, and one I'm excited about is 3-star running back Zach Sanders. He's 6'2", 198, and he's a pretty balanced running back, and I think after a couple years he'd be an intriguing player to get some playing time, and I like where his carrying is at to begin, as most running backs have significantly lower carrying when they leave high school. When we look at the players we've already been battling for, we are still losing some battles here for Luke Young and Reno Springs, but Chad Moore has now had us vaulted to the top spot. We have a number of players where we are the #1 team, so I feel like we can get a pretty well-rounded recruiting class and get some impact players before year's end. So looking ahead to next week's game, at 5-2 we'll travel to take on San Diego State, who just defeated New Mexico. And they're a team that runs the football very well and has a great pass defense. We need to be able to run the ball in this game. With that being said, they have impressive talent on the defensive side. We've now lost 2 of our last 3 games, while San Diego State's only loss came to #8 undefeated Wyoming, a team we're going to see very soon. What concerns me about this matchup is I think they match up well against our ground game, and with their offense, they have speedy tailback Jawan Washington. If we're not tackling well, that's going to be a big problem because he can get yards after contact. And their quarterback is Ryan Agnew, who has 14 touchdowns and 7 picks this year. He is a senior. And the success of this Aztec team just shows how this conference seems to be up for grabs every year. We have different teams fighting for the top spot, and last year it was us. Now San Diego State is going to compete for a conference title. Kalispell is still in the race as well, and we have a key game against Wyoming here in a couple weeks from now. but with the way Kalispell has played recently, we want to see them hopefully bounce back against San Diego State. They're only 2-2 in conference, so competing for another title and defending it is going to be a challenge. To finish this year strong, I still think we have to rely primarily on our ground game. The pass game can have good games and good sections of games, but they haven't been consistent enough. We had no rhythm today, and we have to change that when we take on the Aztecs next week. So I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Leave your feedback down below. What does Kalispell need to do to respond from this loss? Subscribe to the channel for much more Kalispell Dynasty on the way, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.